Respected dignitaries of the dais, faculty members, research scholars, students, non-teaching staff, and participants from various universities in India, and those who are attending online, a very good morning to all of you. I take this utmost opportunity to sincerely welcome you all to the two-day national conference on fiscal federalism in India, evolution, development, and economic dynamics, organized by Department of Economics, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University on 25th and 26th March 2025. Now, may I request our respected President of the inaugural program, Professor Ganda Chakrapani, sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University, may kindly come onto the dais and occupy the chair. I also request our chief guest, Professor Pinaki Chakrabarti, sir, Distinguished Professor, National Institute of Public Finance and Policy, New Delhi, may kindly come onto the dais and occupy the chair. I also request our distinguished guest, Professor B. Balakrishna Reddy, sir, Chairman, Telangana Council of Higher Education, may kindly come onto the dais and occupy the chair. I also request today's keynote speaker, Mr. Arvind Warrior, sir, life member, the Indian Society for Technical Education, may kindly come onto the dais and occupy the chair. And I request the guest of honor, Professor Pushpa Chakrapani, Madam, Director Academic, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University, may kindly come onto the dais and occupy the chair. I also request the guest of honor, Dr. L. Vijaya Krishna Reddy, sir, Registrar, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University, may kindly come onto the dais and occupy the chair. I also request the guest of honor, Professor Srinivas Vadanam, sir, Dean Faculty of Social Sciences, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University, may kindly come onto the dais and occupy the chair. I also request Dr. K. Krishna Reddy, sir, Conference Director, Head Department of Economics, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University, may kindly come onto the dais and occupy the chair. Now I request Dr. Sriveni ma'am to present a sampling to our chief guest, Professor Pinaki Chakrabarti sir. I also request Dr. Yadagiri sir to present a sampling to our distinguished guest, Professor V. Balakrishna Reddy sir. I also request Dr. Lakshman sir to present a sampling to our keynote speaker, Mr. Arvind Warrior sir. Now, may I request all the dignitaries on the dais to kindly proceed for lighting of the lamp. Now, may I request respected President of the inaugural program, Professor Kantachakrapani sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, to kindly conduct further proceedings. I thank you for giving this opportunity.
Good morning, all. Distinguished guests, Professor Pinaki Chakravarti is a professor at National Institute of Public Finance and Policy, and also economic advisor to the 14th Finance Commission of India. Arvind, of course, Arvind Varier is very active freelance economist from Kerala and is strongly articulating on fiscal related issues, devolution of funds, and is here today. I welcome Arvind and Balakrishna Reddy, Professor Balakrishna Reddy, a legal expert and professor, and who built, and of course, in initial days, who was with Nalsar and associated with Government of Telangana after bifurcation. I welcome you, sir. And other dignitaries, Director Academic, Registrar, and today's seminar Director Krishna Reddy, and Dean Faculty of Social Sciences, Professor Vadanam Srinivas. Dignitaries in this hall, researchers, paper presenters, and my colleagues, directors, and teaching, non-teaching staff. It is indeed a privilege to have you all here today for this national seminar on very timely, relevant topic. That is fiscal federalism in India, devolution, development, and economic dynamics. A very warm welcome to all of you at Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University is the first open university of this country, which is trying to remove all the boundaries, borders, fences, and reaching to the unreached by spreading higher education across the state. Of course, we serve to both Telugu states, 2 states. Now we confine to only Telangana state. I welcome all of you for this seminar, and we are doing this seminar with 2 important reasons. One is we are performing our dharma, social dharma. Any institution, of course, the regular teaching, learning activity, the research activity is different, and serving for the society is another very important objective of any higher education institution. Here, this seminar is going to deliberate a very important burning issue of devolution of funds. For the last decade or so, at least in the last 5 years, among the South Indian states, a strong feeling is developed that they are deprived and they are not getting proper share from Government of India. Not exactly Government of India. That's why it is called as a federal republic. In federalism, every state should get their equal opportunity and they should get their equal share, fair share. That is not happening is one complaint from South Indian states. Not only South Indian states, many states, those who are performing very well in development, in education, in infrastructure building, and they are not getting right share of their, and also this is developing a kind of disparity among the states. On this issue, we are, for the last 4 or 5 years, many economists are writing serious columns and debating the issue, but there is no change in the policy. So to deliberate this issue, being the first open university of India, and it is named after Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who is the architect of Indian Constitution, which talks about federalism, and he was also the architect of your Finance Commission, which distribute all the funds and develop a principle to distribute the funds. We felt it is our responsibility to engage and contribute to the debate on this issue. And we strongly feel Indian federalism not only just equitable justice, and it's also equal sharing of resources is also very important in federal structure. This discussion is not merely a kind of academic. It holds immense significance for the economic and political trajectory of our country. The ongoing debate over the North-South fiscal divide makes our conversation here even more timely and crucial. Dr. Ambedkar was deeply aware of these complexities of fiscal devolution and the need for inequitable resources and resource distribution. He was instrumental in shaping, as I just told, shaping the structure of Finance Commission and principles of Finance Commission. But India's federal structure, generally what we feel is, it is a unique kind of structure. But unlike the other federal structures, federal systems of Western world and other classical federations, where the states have significant control over the taxation and expenditure, India has a system with a strong central bias of financial matters on financial matters, and our constitution envisages a cooperative federal structure actually. But the reality of fiscal relations has often sparked debate surrounding equity, efficiency, and autonomy. At the heart of these debates lies the concept of devolution. The sharing of financial resources between central and state are again a point of discussion here. The Finance Commission, a key institution in our fiscal federal framework, has the critical task of ensuring the fair distribution of resources. However, as we witness the changing political dynamics and economic disparities across the regions, it is essential that we adapt, refine our mechanisms for devolution. In this purpose, we felt very strongly that we should have a discussion, a platform to discuss this issue and show some solutions to present crisis. And the role of academic institutions, as I said, is discuss the complex issues and simplify them and propose policies to the government. I think this forum is going to fulfill that aspect. And I must thank two people here. One is Professor Pinaki, who is associated with the structural organization of Finance Commission. Of course, the functional activity of Finance Commission also as an advisor for Finance Commission, 14th Finance Commission. And the other person is a public intellectual and who is proposing very strong arguments on behalf of civil society, particularly from South India. So these two lectures, I mean, today, one, Professor Pinaki is going to deliver special address as a special chief guest. And Arvind is here to present South Indian argument and our, oppressed argument in his keynote address. We have received number of papers, from around the country, across the country, and very good response we got. And our for economics department of economics also, I would like to congratulate them. They have invited, very senior and very serious intellectuals, economists, planning people in the planning, and policymakers, and they are going to we are going to hear the panel discussions and regular paper readings. I really congratulate them, and I congratulate the Dean Faculty of Social Sciences for organizing this. And this seminar, in fact, today's inaugural function is, and immediately after me, I invite Professor Balakrishna Reddy Garu. In fact, we both of us, we have to go to Secretariat on very urgent work discussion with higher education related issue with CMO. So after that, I request Dean Faculty of Social Sciences to conduct the remaining proceedings. Of course, we'll be here till 12 o'clock or so. After that, I'll hand over the chair to Dean Garu. I think Dean will conclude presidential remaining part of presidential remarks. I look forward to a very meaningful discussion. Definitely, these two stalwarts in from planning and economics background, and particularly public finance background, are here. I think we are going to have a wonderful morning session, inaugural session. Once again, I thank the academics of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar University, particularly Faculty of Social Sciences, for organizing such a this seminar on such a wonderful and vibrant topic. Thank you. Now I invite Krishna Reddy Garu, is director of this seminar. I request him to give us a brief background on today's seminar.
Respected the resident of the inaugural program, Professor Ganda Chakrabarti sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar University, Chief Guest Professor Pinaki Chakrabarti sir, Distinguished Professor, National Institute of Public Finance and Policy, New Delhi, and Distinguished Chief Guest Professor V. Balakrishna Reddy, Chairman, State Public Service, State Higher Education Commission, Service, State Council for Higher Education, and keynote speaker, Mr. Arvind Warrier, life member, Indian Society for Technical Education, guest of honor, Professor Pushpa Chakrabarti Madam, Director Academic, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University, Dr. L.V.K. Reddy, Registrar, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University, Professor Vaddaram Srinivas Rao, Dean Faculty of Social Sciences, non-teaching staff, teaching faculty, scholars, students, and participants, and who are presenting through online. Very good morning to all of you. I sincerely welcome you all to be a part of the deliberations at the two-day national conference on fiscal federalism, devolution, development, and economic dynamics. This conference presents a timely and crucial opportunity for scholars, policymakers, economists, and practitioners to engage in a meaningful discussion on the evolving landscape of fiscal federalism in India. India's
federal system is a complex with a dynamic interplay between the central and state governments. Fiscal federalism as a key pillar of the structure and it plays a crucial role in determining the effectiveness of governments, equitable distribution of resources, and the promotion of regional development. Recent shifts in tax structure, revenue sharing mechanisms, and the role of institutions such as GST Council have significantly influenced the financial autonomy of states and local bodies in India. To understand the economic dynamics, it is essential for assessing their implications on cooperative federalism, regional equity, and overall economic progress. For this conference, we have received more than 100 research papers from various states in India. Over the 2 days of the conference, we have two panel discussions with esteemed speakers and 6 technical sessions for presenting research papers. This conference aims to discuss and debate on essential themes in public sector financial planning and to discuss how to improve the effectiveness of financial policy, fiscal policy, and contribute to socio-economic progress of the nation. We have distinguished group of experts in this conference. We will share their research insights and practical solutions to address these complex issues. I am confident that the discussions during this conference will yield valuable ideas and actionable recommendations that can help to guide fiscal policy reforms and promote balanced regional development in India. Thank you for being a part of this important national conference. I look forward to the stimulating discussions and outcomes from these 2 days. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, Krishna Reddy. Now I request, before Professor Balakrishna Reddy, I invite Sunil Kumar Potana to come out to the dais and introduce Professor Balakrishna Reddy to this gathering.
Guests and invitees and participants of this seminar, very good morning to all of you. It is highly honorable to me to introduce the distinguished guest of this seminar, this inaugural session, Professor V. Balakrishna Reddy. Professor V. Balakrishna Reddy, Chairman of the Telangana Higher Educational Council, is an eminent academic and legal expert in international law. Formerly, he served as a Dean of the School of Law at Mahindra University and held key roles of Nalsar University of Law, including Vice Chancellor and Registrar. With an LLM in International Law from Osmania University and an MPhil and PhD in International Air and Space Law from Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. Professor Reddy has over 25 years of teaching and research experience. He has been recognized with the numerous awards, including meritorious state awards by the government of Telangana in 2017 and Nalsar's Excellent in Research Award in 2021. A prolific writer, Professor Reddy has contributed extensively to various national and international journals on different facets of international law. His books on air law and policy in India, published in the 1994, Recent Trends in International Space, International Law and Policy in 1997, Emerging Trends in Air and Space Law, published in the year